Now, thị. Now, or in some situations, no middle name at all. Well, that was a lame X. Let's do that again. Xin chào các bạn, chào mừng các bạn đã quay trở lại với channel của mình. Các bạn nhớ nhấn vào nút CC ở góc phải của video để xem phụ đề tiếng Việt nhé. In today's video, we are going to learn about the structure and the different components of a Vietnamese name. Alright, let's start with the structure. A Vietnamese name has three different components: the last name, middle names, and first name, in that same order. The structure is opposite to English names, where the other is first name, middle names, and last name. For example, Võ Minh Thư. Võ is the last name, Minh is the middle name, and Thư is the first name. Okay, let's start with the first component, the last name. Nguyễn is the most common last name that takes up almost 40% of the Vietnamese population. So if you see someone with the last name Nguyễn, you know they're Vietnamese, okay? A big example right here. And it is pronounced Nguyễn, not Nguyen or Nguyen, okay? I've been in so many situations where people try to pronounce my surname and it sounds something completely different. You can click on the video right here so you can learn how to pronounce some of the most common Vietnamese surnames. The most three common last names in Vietnamese are Nguyễn, Trần, and Lê. This is because in the past, people tended to take the last name of the emperors to show their loyalty, and then over generations, these family names have become permanent. Children will take the father's last name, just like any other countries. Now, one interesting thing is that in Vietnam, when you get married, the wife doesn't take the husband's last name, so she will still keep her last name the same even when they're married. Alright, the second component, middle name. Most Vietnamese has only one middle name, but it's also possible to have two or more. But there's also situations where there are no middle names. Any first name can be used as a middle name, so you can create different Vietnamese given names by combining two or three first names, if that makes sense. Now, Thị is the most common female middle name, so if you ever see the word Thị as the middle name, then you know it's a female name, okay? This word expresses possession. For example, Lê Thị Mai Loan. Now the given names is Mai Loan and the surname is Lê. And the combination Lê Thị means a female person belonging to the Lê family. Vietnamese people are usually called by their first name and the middle name right in front of it. So for example, if a person's name is Trần Thị Mỹ Lệ, she will usually be called as Lệ or Mỹ Lệ if there's another person in the same room with the same first name, Lệ. Vietnamese female names usually embody beauty and elegance. They're named after birds and rivers and flowers and precious objects. For example, Hoa, which means flower, or Phượng, which means phoenix. You can click here to learn more Vietnamese female names and how to pronounce them correctly. On the other hand, boys are usually given a masculine and abstract name that represents a personal quality. For example, Đức, which means virtue, or Sơn, which means mountain. Very masculine. You can also click here or here, one corner, to learn more Vietnamese male names and how to pronounce them. So, I hope you learned some useful things about Vietnamese names today. Just keep in mind that there will always be exceptions, because after all, it's up to the parents to decide what they want to name their children, so no one can stop them from being creative or breaking the norms. To all the parents out there, You can be creative all you want, but just please be a bit more considerate when naming your children, because they will be the one who have to live with it for the rest of their life. I mean, it might be easier as an adult with a strange name, but I can imagine it must be like hell going to schools as a kid with a teasable name. Actually, let me know down in the comment below if you or anyone that you know has a interesting or strange name, and if you have any interesting story about giving people nicknames based on their name. I don't know. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more Vietnamese lessons. Thanks for watching guys. Tạm biệt các bạn. Done. That's a wrap.